And WSAV is your local election headquarters, and thousands are getting ready for Vice President and Democratic nominee Kamala Harris's rally at the End Market Arena right here in Savannah tonight. We've got live team coverage of VP Harris's rally. Joining us right now, Tina Shaw and Ben Singer. Tina and Ben are in the arena. How's the energy there? I know it's incredible.
Good afternoon, everyone. We are live here at End Market Arena, and listen, it's like a family reunion inside the arena today.
So many familiar faces in the room today, people from all walks of life here in Savannah. Just before you came to us, they announced our next speaker, and she's making her way to the stage. That is former Savannah Mayor, current State Representative Edna Jackson, and she will be addressing the crowd right now.
Yes, and let us give you an idea of what it was like getting into the arena. This place is electric outside. It was raining, and listen, we sat in our cars for 20 minutes until the rain stopped and finally was able to get through security. People were lined down Gwinnett Street, all around this building, wrapping around to be a part of what is an historic moment here in Savannah, Georgia.
So when it started to rain this afternoon, we sort of wondered what that might do to the crowds, because there is a considerable amount of waiting that the folks needed to do to get in here. Doors of the End Market Arena all the way back to Gwinnett Street. Some people had umbrellas and ponchos and they came prepared for that sort of thing, but it didn't deter most of the people standing in the line.
And so many people are energetic. They're ready to see the Vice President, and they're excited also with the fact that Vice President Kamala Harris is popular here in Savannah. Savannah's popular to her. Of course, she was here the last time back in February, and now everyone in this arena, they're excited, they're spirited, and it's a family atmosphere.
Well, and you know what's going through former Mayor Jackson's mind right now. She was the first black woman to be mayor of Savannah, and now she's trying to pass the torch and help Kamala Harris become the first black female president.
And you know, I've talked to several young people today as I walked around this arena, and these young people are excited. Many of them first-time voters. They recently registered to vote, and they look forward to doing what they can to help the campaign, and that is exactly why Vice President Harris and, of course, her running mate, Governor Tim Walz, came to Savannah yesterday, speaking to young people, speaking to people from all walks of life. Let's share a little bit about where the campaign has been today on the bus tour. The Vice President making several stops right here in the city, coming here tonight. Right now, you're looking at some video taken about 45 minutes ago. Harris visited a cafe on Broughton Street called Dottie's Market. And as you can see, a small crowd of people were there to actually greet her. Among those people, Savannah Mayor Van Johnson and some of the people who worked at the cafe. And I want to let you know this as well. We also spoke to former Mayor of Savannah and current U.S. State Representative Edna Jackson about Vice President Harris's visit, what it means to the host of the city. Take a listen.
Savannah is a very unique city. It's a city where people basically get along. Well, it's a very diverse community. It's the community that works with everyone. And I give kudos to our Mayor, Van Johnson, for continuing all of that. And for her to come here and come to a city where people are not fussing with each other, it makes another kind of statement.
And with Georgia's importance in the upcoming presidential election, we're taking a look at the most recent polling here in Georgia done by Emerson. So poll numbers from Emerson College and The Hill show a very close toss-up as we get closer to November in Georgia. The poll numbers are about as close as they can get. Vice President leads with 49%, just 1 point over Donald Trump's 48%. Coming up at 4:30, we'll take a look at how the presidential candidates are polling in other swing states, so make sure you stick with us.
Our colleague WSAV's Kim Gusby is also here in the arena, and Kim has had the opportunity to speak to young people today about the reason why they showed up. Kim?
Hey, Tina, Ben, it's so funny. We're standing within arm's length of each other, and I cannot hear a word that they're saying. It's so loud in here. Of course, former Savannah Mayor Edna Branch Jackson and State Representative is on the stage right now. Earlier, we heard from State Senator Derek Mallow, but right now, I think the person with the best seat in the House is Caitlin Green. She is the Student Government Association President of Savannah State University, and she has the distinct honor of introducing the Vice President this afternoon. Hi, thank you so much for being here today.
Yes, thank you for having me. Yes.
First, of course, the elephant in the room. You are introducing the VP tonight. How are you feeling?
Well, I feel honored. I feel blessed. I'm beyond excited to be here. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, so I'm eager to go on and get it over with and get Madam Vice President out there, and I'm ready. I'm excited.
And something else that you're excited about is being a first-time voter, and that is something that this campaign is focusing on younger voters. How important is that?
It is extremely important because as college students, we're on our campus, majority of the year. So the local politicians, they affect us a lot more than students actually realize. So it's important that, Vice President Kamala Harris, people that's already in power, they focus on us as the younger generation because we're up next. So if we don't know what's up next, how can we prepare? So it's extremely crucial for us to, comprehend the information and be able to then go tell our peers about it as well. So it's beyond important.
And speaking of up next, you're up in just a few moments. Can you just give us a sneak peek of what you'll talk about tonight?
I will be, of course, talking about the greatness of Madam Vice President, introducing her. I'm a little bit myself and just a welcoming to her.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. I know you'll do great on your speech. And guys, if you could be here, this arena is able to accommodate about 9,500 people. I was told that they were expecting between 9,000 and 10,000 people. It is like standing room only in here. Tina, Ben, you know what I'm talking about. So many people, and the crowd is excited tonight.
Tammy, thank you. Listen, we want to let you know the excitement that you're hearing right now is because State Representative Edna Jackson just wrapped up her speech. She's leaving the stage right now. Listen, people lined the parking lot. They camped out throughout the afternoon to make sure they got the best seat in the House. And there were also protesters here, very peaceful.
So they were speaking out against the Harris wall, specifically about how they've handled the Israel-Hamas war. WSAV Sarah Smith is joining us live from outside of the arena with their message today. And Sarah, this isn't the first time that they've protested a Harris event.
That's right. This local group was at Vice President Kamala Harris's last stop in Savannah at the Convention Center. That was her Reproductive Freedoms Tour stop. Now, the group gathered outside the in-market arena today just before 2 p.m. While no one was available to speak with us on camera, I did send them a few questions about their demonstration. However, we're still waiting for their response. We'll update you on that as we learn more. But they weren't the only protesters here today. A man traveled all the way from Miami Beach to demonstrate here. He's still sitting at the entrance of one of the parking lots here at the in-market arena protesting this campaign. He just can't get behind Harrison walls, mainly because of their handling of the Israel-Hamas war. Now, despite being a Democrat, he says he's voting for former President Donald Trump this November.
I think the only one that's got a big enough mouth to scare everybody is Trump. So I have to go along in that direction. I'm not a Republican. I want the Republicans to find a spine and fight back. What is their problem? Why are we in this mess if they'd open up their mouth? But they haven't. Trump is carrying the water for everybody, but I'm there for him. I'm there for the country. I'm there for Israel. And I realize that we're in grave danger if we go in this direction much further.
Other Trump supporters and protesters were seen at the perimeter of this arena today. Some even joined Kunst at the end of the parking lot entrance. Now, meanwhile, Georgia Governor Brian Kemp is raising money to support Trump's bid for the White House. I'll tell you more coming up on News. So back to Andrew at the desk.
All right, thanks so much, Sarah. A lot of excitement and interest on all sides in this one. You'll hear from many more people here at the rally at News 3 at 5 and 6, so we've got a lot more coming up for you.